vaccines and shots too, but I just know that it's going to protect me, it's going to protect other people, it's going to protect all y'all when we all come back to school in the fall. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started just so that we don't lose too much time. But we are going to do some review of sight words. So, I have different colors. I have orange, pink, green, yellow, and blue. Orange, pink, green, yellow, and blue. Yep. And I'm going to ask anyone who would like to raise their hand, and you're going to pick a color, and I'm just going to pull a word out. Emmy. Oh, Emmy's super excited. All right, Emmy, color. Blue. Okay, Emmy, what word is that? Low, that's right. Can everyone say low? Low, and remember it's when we get really, really low to the floor. Low. We drop down low to the floor. Think about when you practice a tornado drill. Okay, you all go out in the hallway and you crouch down real low against the wall. Okay, so low. Good. All right, another person. I need 3 more friends. Alice, go for it, girl. Pink. I think I would have guessed that since that's your favorite color. What word is that? Oh, this is perfect for this week. Earth! And guess what, guys? Earth Day is on Thursday. Okay? So this word is earth. That's right. Fantastic, fantastic job. Can everyone say earth for me? Earth. Good.
Miss Cooper.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Is that why we've been doing all the recycling stuff to know what to do when Earth Day comes?
Well, you should do all the recycling and things like that throughout the whole year, but it kind of just pushed us right into the importance of Earth Day and why we should continue Earth Day every year. But yeah, basically. I did it as kind of like I rolled out a big red carpet for planet Earth. And I was like, we're going to learn about all this stuff to help save planet Earth. Okay, who could give me another color? Rai, go for it, girl.
Is there another pink?
There is another pink. Would you like this pink card?
I love pink.
Okay, what word is this?
Here.
Here, good. And this here is like, I hear a loud truck outside, which is very true. I hear it. It sounds like it's going to bulldoze through my house. That's how loud it is. Can everyone say here for me?
Here.
Here. I hear that you're here. Awesome. Here.
Where I hear the music.
I hear the music of Mrs. Cooper singing her song. La la la. Okay, I need one more friend. One more friend. Easy, go for it, dude. Color. Blue. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr, burr. What word is that, dude?
Again.
Again. Can everyone say again for me? Again. We're learning about beginning, middle, and end again. Again. Great job. Ooh, look, we picked, that looks like bubblegum colors. Pink, blue, pink, blue. Love it. You see it? Pink, blue, pink, blue. Gonna have to add in some of these oranges and greens tomorrow and the next day. All right. Last week, you can't see my head. I'm a headless teacher. Ta-da! Magically reappeared. I know. I'm dorky. It's okay. All right. So, last week we talked about OO, such as ooh, such as boot. But then we also talked about OO, such as foot, ut. And we also talked about that tricky U, such as put, push, bush, pool, all of those, the U that says that instead of saying, okay? This week, we are going to talk about OW. Watch out when you see an orange next to Walter Walrus. When he splashes salty Walter in Oscar's eyes, Walter also bumps his chin and they both howl! Ow! So OW, this OW says, ow! 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 Now, we've talked about this before. OW can also say O. I know. Okay? Like the difference between, there's two words. Okay? There's this word. And then there's this word. Oop, my blue is running. Okay? There's this word that acts like this. And then there's this word. I'm not Picasso, you know. So there's bow, b-o, bow, but then there's also b-ow, bow, to take a bow, okay? There's also these words, like, I know the answer, but then there's these words with OW too that said, I know the answer now. So, how do we figure out the difference between the two? Sometimes it's just context. And certain words say certain things, okay? So, certain words in certain contexts are going to say the certain vowel sound. And I know that's super tricky, and you're probably like, but wait, Mrs. Cooper, that's going to be so hard to figure out. It is. But, you know, that's why you keep practicing. You keep practicing how to read these words. And it's okay if it's hard. Okay? It's okay if it's hard. Because it is hard. I get that. Okay? Learning how to read is hard. So some of the words I want to go over with you are words like this. This animal says moo. Who could tell me what this word is? George.
Cow.
This is a cow. Ow. Cow. Can everyone say cow?
Cow.
Cow. Good. Can you all give me your best cow impression? Give me your... Bless you, Bristol. Bless you again, Bristol. Bless you for the third time, Bristol. Give me your best moo. 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 I'm a farmer and I'm herding my cattle. Okay.
Angry bull.
Oh my gosh! Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, awesome. Who could tell me what this word is?
Now.
Zoe, go for it, girl.
Now.
Now, right. Can everyone say now for me?
Now.
Now.
Oh. Now.
Good. Now. This word is now. So this word, okay, kind of like what we were talking about with no and now. Now means I am teaching you right now. Or mute your mic now, which I would never say to because that's just not very nice. Could you please mute your microphone now? Would be much nicer. Okay. Who could tell... Whoop. I'm touching a mouse and it's going crazy. Okay. Who could tell me what this word is? Who could tell me? Egypt. What word is this, girly?
How.
How. That's right. This word is how. How did that happen? Can everyone say how?
How.
How? How in the world did you get that up there? And this word, who could tell me what this word is? Emmy?
Down.
Down. That's right. This word is down. Can everyone say down for me? Down, that's right. Down. And, oh my goodness, I am, or you could say I'm going down the escalator, or I walked down the stairs, or I accidentally fell down, right? But I'm okay. This word is down. That's right. Good job. What if I talked to you and taught you like this, but you could never see my mouth? You just saw my eyes and my nose and like the top of my forehead. That would be really weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know. Okay, so that is our ow phonics pattern. And we'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. We're going to practice building some words tomorrow. We'll go over some more words tomorrow. And I do believe there's a story for this vowel pattern. So we'll have to read a story about OW as well. Alrighty, so heading back over here for a little bit. But I do want to ask you, I got out some cards, some boards, and I asked you, what's the beginning of the story? Without reading a story. What's the word beginning mean? What's the word beginning mean? Gage, what do you think, dude?
Beginning means like the starting of something.
It's the start, right? So it's what happens at the very start. Or if we referred it to numbers, we could say it's what happens first, right? So we could say the start or what happens first. Great job, Gage. Good job. Love that. Good thinking. Mwah! Kiss your brain. Alrighty, so that's the beginning. What if we were talking about the middle? What if we were talking about the middle? Vita, what do you think, girl?
I think in the middle of a story, if there's something happens in the middle of the story.
Okay, so it's when something happens, right? So like a big event happens typically. A big event. What else happens typically in the middle of the story? Zoe, what do you think?
Something that'll be different in the end.
Okay. Sometimes good. I like that thought process. Yeah, something that's going to be different to kind of how the end of the story is. Often in the middle of the story, the character goes through something challenging. What is that called? When they go through something hard or difficult or challenging. What's that called? Riley, what do you think?
Hard.
So yeah, something hard or difficult or challenging, right? But what's that word called whenever a character goes through something hard or challenging? It's a specific word in reading. George, what do you think, dude?
Difficult.
Yes, exactly. Hard, difficult, challenging. Still not quite getting to it. Think about your retail hand. Okay? Problem, right. So the middle often has the problem in the story. So it often has the problem in the story. Sometimes you do have the problem at the beginning of the story, like, in Wemberly Worried, she's always worried all the time, or Ruby finds a worry. The problem does start at the beginning. But typically in the middle, it's like a big event occurs or there's a problem. And it's about halfway through the story. So we're about 1/2 of the way through the story. So remember that, like partitioning, if this was the book and we're trucking along, typically the middle's halfway through the story. Okay? That's the middle, typically. Okay? Now, what about the end of the story? What about the end of the story? Darren, what do you think, dude?
Solution.
The solution often happens at the end of the story. And the end of the story, that's typically, is that first? No, that's typically
the last.
Last, right. It's typically the last part. Right. So whenever we're talking about beginning, middle, and end, we can think about beginning as what happens first. They're introing the story, they're introducing the story. That's the start, and that's what happens first. That's the beginning. Then when you, I got hair in my mouth. Then when you think about the middle, okay, that's the big events or the problem, and it's about halfway through the story. Okay, so it's about, if I took any book that I was reading, and I went to about halfway, that's about the middle of the story. And then finally, the end is typically the solution to the problem or the last part. Okay, so it's typically the solution or the last part. Alrighty. Now, okay, now that we went over that, so I don't have the book, The Crayon Box That Talked. Okay, I don't have the book, The Crayon Box That Talked. So to challenge you a little bit, okay, because we just went over beginning, middle, and end, I'm going to have you go and read that book in your seesaw activity and complete the beginning, middle, and end. I know you can do it, okay? Do your best, try your best, that's all I care about, but I want to see if you can do it without us going over it. So you're going to do the beginning, middle, and end of The Crayon Box That Talked. And the book is attached to the seesaw activity, okay? And we just went over, beginning is what happens at the start. It's going to introduce the characters. Okay, it's going to introduce the characters in the setting. Middle is going to be a big event or a problem, and it's about halfway through the story. And then the end is going to wrap up the story, and it's going to be the last part in the solution. Okay? Everyone good? You got this. Okay? And we'll talk about that activity tomorrow, too. We're going to do this book for 3 days. Alrighty, friends.